Welcome to Video 1, Introduction to Subitizing. Subitizing is an important focus in early childhood mathematics because it's the foundational skill we all build our number sense on. In this video, we'll explain what subitizing is, talk about how it develops in young children, and make clear how it helps children build their number sense. We'll preview a developmental progression that shows how children tend to achieve different subitizing milestones. And we'll highlight the 3 key instructional practices you will focus on in this module to help children subitize and connect subitizing usefully to numbers and counting. Research has shown that even infants are sensitive to differences in quantity. By as early as 6 months, they are aware of the difference between 1 and 2. As children mature, develop language, and have opportunities to interact with knowledgeable others, the number words 1 and 2 become associated with this understanding. These word-concept relationships for 1 and 2 are usually in place by age 3. Interestingly, these first meaningful number words may have no association with the counting process, the procedures we use to determine how many. A number word simply represents the amount, such as the two-ness of 2. As they gain experience, children expand this skill to include larger numbers, such as 3 and 4. Let's do a bit of a thought experiment to help you imagine what it must be like for very young children to put these words together with the quantities they represent. Imagine you're on the planet Zug and need to learn its language for numbers. You'll have to piece this together from examples and non-examples like, this is Zwig. This is Zwig. This is not Zwig, it's Zwag. This is Zwig. This alien-led task is much easier for us than it is for young children on our planet to learn our counting words. This is because we are just translating in our heads. For Zwig, we think 3, and for Zwag, we think 4. It's a much bigger learning task when a child has never known any word for a quantity before. Matching the words 1 and 2 to the quantities they represent, which is what early subitizing is a major accomplishment. To help you get an even better sense of what subitizing is, watch the screen closely. How many dots did you see? Did you actually count in your head 1, 2, 3, there are 3? Or did your mind just jump to the idea of 3? Let's do another one. Watch closely. How many did you see this time? This ability that helped you to see 4 dots, even though there was not enough time for you to count them, is called subitizing. To subitize means to see suddenly, and that's what the experience is like. You just know. Let's take a brief look at the developmental progression for subitizing. It's meant to give you some guideposts for figuring out what children are still learning and what they already understand. The progression represents subitizing milestones for children between the ages of 2 and 6, based on average development. We'll dig into this a bit more in week 2 when you are ready to begin using your progress monitoring data for subitizing. For each module in this toolkit, we provide a small set of teaching practices that specifically address the math topic. In this case, Module 1 presents 3 key instructional practices that support subitizing. Prompt children to say how many they see and describe how they see that quantity. Give feedback on children's correct and overextended use of number words. Provide varied examples and non-examples of the same quantity to encourage number constancy. This module, including all the self-study activities, check-ins, if applicable, and classroom activities, is designed to help you implement these 3 instructional practices in your classroom. As you progress through the professional learning modules, you'll understand how these practices can help you use subitizing as part of your math teaching and how they work to support children's learning. When you're able to implement these practices regularly and with understanding, your classroom will provide a robust opportunity for children to learn about and use this amazing skill to build a strong sense of number. And now, let the Subitizing journey begin.